Hi, I'm Whitney with Koala Cuddles Baby Wearing Education, and in this video I'm going to be using a size 4 woven wrap to do a Shepherd's back carry. Oh, mommy moment, gotta fix the binky. So this carry actually starts off center, so I find my middle marker, and you can see I'm kind of holding on to the wrap in two spots. It's because I found my middle marker and I slid my hand over about an arm's length, and that new spot is going to be the new middle that I'm going to put at the center of my baby's back. So my older daughter's trying to help me wrap him up. I'm going to go ahead and toss him back up behind me onto my back, and I'm going to go ahead and take these top rails, the top edges, and pin them under my chin so that I can reach behind me, pull the wrap down nice and tight, and create his seat. So I'm going to pull that tight and then bring that up in between us, nice and high. So now I'm going to go ahead and start tightening and adjusting, and I'm going to pin one tail between my knees so that I can work to tighten the other one without him slipping. So now I'm going to switch tails, and I'm going to more thoroughly tighten the original tail. And so this side is actually the longer side. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring that down over my shoulder and back under his leg. I personally like to flip this pass so that the unpoppable leg pass becomes a really deep seat by bringing that bottom edge now up to the top. And then I'm going to go ahead and bring that tail around my front and make a chest pass. So I'm just tightening, getting all the slack out as I'm going, trying to make it as neat and as comfortable as I can. So now I'm going to again go under the leg, and I'm going to bring this pass up over his back and actually up over his shoulder. I'm tightening any of that extra slack from the chest pass back through the leg. Bring that up over nice and high. And so now he's got two passes that are going under his legs, so it's going to be really impossible for him to really pop this seat. So again, I'm just tightening, getting him nice and secure in there, making sure that there's no extra slack in the wrap. Bringing anything extra I'm feeling in the front, around under his leg, back up to tighten it out. Now he's actually kind of throwing a fit back there. You can see that I'm kind of waiting for him to stop because he's pushing against me, and he was actually kind of kicking his legs. So I'm just kind of waiting for him to calm down a little bit so that I can actually finish tightening and adjusting this to make sure that he's really nice and snug in there. We all have off days, and apparently this day was his off day. He wasn't quite feeling it at this moment. Okay, so now I'm going to tie off in a slip knot. So I'm going to take the right tail and hold it with my left hand, bring the left tail across the right tail, behind it, up and over, down over my left wrist, pull it behind the right tail, and then back through that loop. I'm going to go ahead and tighten up that knot, make sure that it's nice and snug, and that it's going to be nice and secure, but not to the point where I can't move the right tail to adjust if I need to. So now he's back there. He's nice and snug. He's kind of calming down and just kind of settling into the wrap at this point. And now that he's nice and calm, I'm going to just kind of do one last adjusting if I need anything, which is why I really like using the slip knot. You see, I can kind of go ahead and pull that little extra slack out and then just go ahead and tighten it through the bottom of the slip knot. See how that slack is coming out through the bottom? It's one of my favorite things about using a slip knot, is that I can really just go ahead and continually readjust if I need to. And you can see that I kind of tighten through the entire wrap tail, the same way I would when I'm doing the actual carry itself. I just want to make sure I get out any of that extra slack so that everybody's nice and snug and comfortable while we're wearing. If you have any questions, you can find me at Koala Cuddles Baby Wearing Education on Facebook.